students, my name is Kumari Neha. I am working at Bharati Rasanar Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arakkonam, and the topic for today which we are going to see is from class 7th chemistry, and this is the second part of the lesson, element and compound. So let's see what is present in this lesson. Okay, so the first thing in this lesson is modern concept of atoms. So previously they used to think that atom, it cannot be broken, that is, it is indivisible, it cannot be divided. But for example, I am taking here copper. In this copper there are many atoms. Now these atoms, if you are trying to break it, it will form in a dissociated form, right? Even after dissociation, it is still carbon. Then if you are more dissociating it, it will form a small atoms, still it is a copper, right? So that is why we are saying that even after disintegration, the atom retains its property. It will not make a different atom, okay? So here you can see that an atom is having a definition of the smallest particle of an element which may or may not have independent existence. What does this line mean? This line means even at this point when it is accumulated, even at this point it can show its independent existence. It will have some kind of authority, okay? But it always takes place in a chemical reaction. That particular element are known as atoms, right students? Okay, now let's come to the modern concept of molecules. So what is a molecule? See children, molecule is a cluster. What is cluster? Cluster means group of atoms. When atoms join together, they form molecules, and molecules are of two types. One molecule will be a cluster having the same elements or same atoms with same elements, okay? So here example is H2. So H2 is having two atoms of hydrogen. Same way, when the cluster of different element is taking place, it's known as H2O. So here you can see that there is two hydrogen and one oxygen, right? So students, now let's see what is the modern concept of molecules. In this modern concept, we are going to see what is the correct definition and how the molecules are being dissociated, or you can call it as divided into different parts. So first we will see what is the definition of molecule. So the smallest unit of pure substance which always exists independently. Here it can have an independent authority, and it can retain all the chemical and the physical properties of any substance. That is, if you are taking a hydrogen and oxygen, same way even after combining, they will have the property of hydrogen and oxygen individually also, and it is known as a molecule. So now let's see, the molecules have been divided into three major parts. One is monoatomic. Monoatomic means there is only one atom. Mono means one, atomic means atom, okay? So here it's helium. So helium will be written as He. Same way, if you are taking lithium and krypton, they will be written only at that symbol. So lithium is having Li and krypton will have Kr. These are the monoatomic because only one atom is present in this. Same way, diatomic. Diatomic means there are two atoms in this. So here the two atom is hydrogen H2O2 and last one is Cl2, right? Same way, now let's come to the polyatomic. Poly means it's more than two, okay? So more than two atoms are known as polyatomic molecules. So here it is H2O. So H2O is what? H2O is a polyatomic molecule because it is having two hydrogen and one oxygen. Same way, phosphorus. Phosphorus, it is having four phosphorus. So that is why it is also known as P4, and it is a polyatomic molecules, right? Now let's see what is compounds, okay? So whenever you are taking a molecule or an element, when it combines together, it will form a compound. So let's see the definition of it. When the molecule of a pure substance, here the pure substance can be elements, okay, contains two or more different atoms in a different element, when it is combined together in a definite ratio, it is known as a molecule of a compound. For example, water. In this molecule, you have 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So here you can say that definite proportion, that means there is only 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, only then it is known as H2O molecule. Same way, a molecule of a compound can be broken into element by chemical means. That means if I have this water molecule and I try to break this, then easily I can break into hydrogen and individual as oxygen, right? Now let's see here experiment. So in this experiment what we are doing is, here we are taking mercuric oxide. So mercuric oxide is orange in color, okay? So when you are heating it, that time here some gas will be liberated and here will be a grey color particle. That grey color will be known as mercury. So here if you are writing the equation, here you can write it as, when you are taking Hg is what? Mercury, mercuric oxide, HgO. This is the arrow, and when you are heating it, you will get mercury, which is in grey color, that is Hg, plus here if you are putting a candle or you are taking a matchbox, here you can see that the flame will increase. That means oxygen is getting liberated, and here it is O2. So if we need to balance this, here we can write directly 2. Now oxygen is 2, that side it's 2. Here hydrogen is 1, that side it's only 1, and here it is 2. So here we are writing here 2, and this equation is balanced, right? Now why we are doing this process? Yes, we are doing to analyze, to see what all things are present in the mercuric oxide. So that process is known as analysis, right? So in this process you can see that the process of breaking down a chemical compound into its elements is known as analysis, right? Now let's come to the next topic in this. So here next topic is formula. So children, in chemistry the main concept is only formulas. So how to know that what is the formula? First let's see what is the definition of it. So a symbolic representation of one molecule of a compound which represents the number of atoms of various elements presenting is known as formula of a compound. Let's take an example of H2O. H2O is what? H2O is water. So here you can see that H2. H is having 2 molecules, that is 2 hydrogens and O. Here nothing is there, right? That means there is only 1. So here oxygen is 1. So there in water you can say that there are 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Now let's see few examples and how to find the formula of that. So let's see in detail. So hydrochloric acid. So what is hydrochloric? Hydrochloric is HCl. That means hydro is H and chloric is Cl. Same way sodium hydroxide. Sodium is always written as Na. Hydroxide is what? OH. So the formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Come to carbon dioxide. Carbon is what? Carbon is C. And oxide means oxygen. Here it is written dioxide, right? So dioxide means 2 oxygen will be present in that. Same way methane. Methane is a type of gas which is coming out from biogases. For example, cow dung. Okay. So the formula of methane is CH4. Magnesium oxide. What is magnesium? Magnesium is Mg and oxide is O. Here it's nothing is written, right? Dioxide, trioxide or monooxide. Here oxide means only 1 molecule. Steam. What is steam? Yeah, steam is water. So water formula is H2O. Zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide is what? Yeah, zinc is a metal. So zinc will come as Zn, and sulfur is liberating the sulfide. That is why the symbol of sulfide is S. Same way in iron sulfide also you will see that iron is having common name as ferrum. So ferrum is Fe and here again sulfide, so it is S. And sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is what? I told you sodium, right? Na, and carbonate is CO3. So CO3 is having a charge of -2. So to balance one sodium, we need 2 sodiums to balance the carbonate. So we will write Na2CO3, right? So this is sodium carbonate. Let's come to the last thing, which is silver nitrate. Silver is always written as Ag, and nitrate is having a molecule of NO3, right students? So the silver nitrate formula is AgNO3. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Bye bye.